Is the legendary system that bad? Probably not, but it's way too far from being a legendary run as Bethesda has been advertising. Let me show you 10 reasons why players think the Season's Pass is not as legendary as Bethesda wants us to think. Hello everyone, welcome back to another Fallout 76 video. It's time for another in-depth opinion from my part, and in this one I will go over the most concerning issues related to the legendary run and prove you that this new system is far from being a sea of roses. Sure, it's new content, sure, it's free items that you can claim by just playing the game, well, in theory at least, but on the other hand, Bethesda has taken a lot from us in return, such as thousands of free atoms, your freedom of choice in the Atomic Shop, and they also implemented a system that passively requires you to play in a very specific way to achieve the new goal, which is earning as much score as possible to unlock the tiers in the board. That's right. Heavy bugs and glitches have turned this system into a roller coaster of emotions as well, which doesn't add up to the reputation of this system, really. So let's start with a point that was a very debated hot topic when the Season's Pass came live, and I feel like it's one of the key points for the entire negative reputation of the Seasonal Pass, which is the drastic decrease of free atoms from challenges. And in my opinion, it's one of the main downsides of this system, and I wouldn't mind to go back actually. So with that being said, let's get into details, shall we? Alright, so let me do some quick math to give you guys specific data on how Bethesda removed most of the free atom rewards. Okay, we used to have 5 daily challenges worth of 60 to 70 atoms in total. If you multiply that amount for 7 days, that's 420 to 490 free atoms per week. It was really nice, and I hardly missed my dailies because it spared me from buying atoms to get Atomic Shop items I really wanted at the time. Now, we also had 5 weekly challenges with free atoms. Normally the total was 150 to 160 atoms per week. If you sum up this value with the daily quests per week, you get 570 to 650 free atoms per week from both daily and weekly challenges. That was basically the max you could get per week if you completed everything. Now let's multiply this by 10 weeks of course, which is the duration of each season for the new legendary run system. In the same period, you could unlock 5,700 to 6,500 free atoms. Yep, for over a year and a half we had tons of free atoms. No more. Now things are very different. In the first season, Bethesda added only 9 atom rewards, where each one gives you 150 atoms each. This means you can get only 1,350 free atoms during the entire first season, which is lasting 10 weeks. This means they reduced the free atoms by 76 to 79%. It's shocking, I know, and I am actually surprised how nobody is talking about this anymore. I mean, they could have been subtle here, reducing it by 20, 30 or even 50%, but it's almost 80%, guys. It's just a lot, it's nonsense, and a shameless move to tell us, hey people, we need to make more money with Fallout 76, so we are now removing most of the free atoms you had since the release days. Plus, you have way less freedom of choice in the Atomic Shop now, and people seem to be fine with it. Well, I think you really shouldn't, but maybe that's just my opinion. Next, we have a huge issue that has been going on for many months now. It's the challenge autocomplete bug, which is live way before the season system was released. So yes, Bethesda decided to rework the challenge system while knowing this bug existed and while knowing lots of players would obviously get their challenges auto-completed one way or the other, thus losing their score in the process. I mean, it's just a matter of common sense, isn't it? There are dozens and dozens of reports about this, and despite Bethesda labeling this bug as a top priority, we didn't get a hotfix still, weeks later. There are rumors that a solution will come out with update 21, but we will have to wait a while to find out. Until then, make sure not to do Nuclear Winter before completing all your Adventure Daily and Weekly challenges, because doing that is a strong trigger for the autocomplete bug. So yeah, just trying to help you here. Now, regarding the autocomplete bug, things get worse, way worse. Bethesda has been telling people to submit support tickets for bugged challenges, but they are hardly giving any score back, at least from what I have seen so far. There are lots of posts and comments where players claim they did submit a ticket, but the support team just replies with a generic, "We are investigating this issue, sorry, we can't adjust your score points," sort of message. You can send all the proof you want and still they won't give your score back. I know this is true because months ago I got bugged and I ended up submitting a ticket myself, and the answer was very similar to these messages. It's just back then the currency was atoms, not score. So if you get bugged, you are basically screwed. You will fall behind in the season's board, and all you can do is hope your challenges won't bug again in the following days. Hey, at least they extended the extra daily challenges until the end of the season, so that will surely help you out to get back on track if you have been affected by this bug. For this point, we have another major issue that was a reason for many recent bans and one of the main motives why people started to dislike the system. A couple of weeks ago, cheaters discovered how to unlock as many season tiers as they wanted by using the now fixed God mode glitch. That allowed many people to unlock tiers very easily without doing challenge goals at all, and some of them even unlocked the entire board just in a couple of days. Crazy stuff. Now, Bethesda did act on this one. They eventually fixed the God mode glitch and banned a lot of people who abused this exploit. But those who used it lightly just to get a few tiers, you know, in a subtle way, they did not get punished in any way. I'm not trying to complain here, I'm just stating facts, and this glitch made things really unfair for most players. It created chaos, and it just shows how this system has a lot of flaws. For now, the glitch is fixed, most heavy exploiters got banned, so let's hope nothing of the sort will emerge anytime soon. Let's be honest, Bethesda is giving us a lot of free skins with a legendary run, but do you really care about them? With about a dozen of ghillie skins for every type of armor in game and lots of standard power armor skins, I find myself apathic towards most of them. I mean, we even have a ghillie outfit from Nuclear Winter a while ago, plus it doesn't look that great. It's just different, yes, and it follows the military topic, but do we really need to have 10 skins like this? I'm not so sure. It just feels like Bethesda ran out of ideas and they had to push new items for this feature, and this is what we got. A bunch of skins that most people don't care, don't need, don't want, and probably will never use, ever. Sure, there are a few cosmetics that look nice and promising, but then again, grinding for 10 weeks straight just to unlock a few select items doesn't bring a huge sense of achievement, does it now? One thing that players really dislike in general is to be forced into doing something they don't really want to do. And in Fallout 76, PvP has always been a fiery topic. Most players are casual and they like to PvE and PvE only. So forcing them to play a PvP mode in order to get a currency they need in adventure mode is not such a brilliant idea in my view. I have seen a lot of posts where people are clearly not happy about having to do Nuclear Winter to get the maximum score possible per day. You can argue no one is forcing them, but it's not that simple. I mean, 250 score per day over 10 weeks is a lot of score, over 70k to be exact, and that equals a lot of tiers. Now, for those of you who think I hate Nuclear Winter and I'm just whining, you are wrong. I am rank 110, I normally solo and I do kill people alone, but being forced into it is not a great feeling, especially considering some of the Nuclear Winter challenges Bethesda came up with, which are not exactly related to PvP or the normal way you should play this mode to start with. So I do understand why people are upset about Nuclear Winter challenges, and well, there are even more reasons. Let's go to the next point. Another problem with Nuclear Winter, which is making a lot of players upset, is the amount of cheaters on PC. You can often find them in this platform and it's utterly frustrating. You can get one hit from people flying, from wall hackers, from aimbot users, from invincible hacks. There's like everything, sadly. Anyway, the second reason is how senseless most of the Nuclear Winter daily challenges are. I mean, who goes around in Nuclear Winter looking for mobs to kill or safes to lockpick? I mean, if you come across them, sure, you kill the mob, you take the loot, you unlock the safe if you have the perk, but it's not like you are actively looking for them. It's really forceful and people do it because they have no choice. It's the challenge, they need score, they do it. That's simple. I still remember competing with several players for the one single mob or the one single save. Since they are dailies, dozens of people join up to do these no-sense challenges and defy the sense of Nuclear Winter. It's dreadful. Let's not even talk about the Overseer rank ones. It takes me over an hour at rank 110 to level up with matches where I won or ended up on the top 3. It requires too much time for a daily. So yeah, no wonder a lot of people just wish Nuclear Winter challenges were not a thing. I surely can't blame them. What's the use in adding dozens and dozens of new camp items when your budget is the same for the past year and a half or something alike? Bethesda said they would increase the camp budget a few months ago, but so far we didn't get any updates. Also, most players are struggling with camp budget these days. I am at the point of having to replace old unlocked items with new ones because I simply have no space to add anything else anymore. I've already reduced my garden, I've made my house smaller and so on, but there's just too many items in game for the camp budget we have right now. It's quite upsetting to be forced to remove items you like to add other items you like. So it's a twisted logic here. They are giving us free items with the season system, but we can hardly use them. So what's the point in the end? When the Legendary Run was released, it was a huge surprise for many people to see new active items added to the exclusive board. We have only a few, but they can drastically impact your gameplay, and as such, they should be accessible for everyone at any time, instead of being exclusive items for one single season in a tier system. It doesn't make sense to me. I know Bethesda said some items will be available through alternative means later on, but we don't know any details so far. For instance, the ammo converter is an essential item in my view. Every player should be able to get it and take advantage of what it does, but how will they get it once Season 1 is over? The same goes for lunchboxes. You have no other way to get them outside of the season tiers, and damn, they are so helpful and fun to play with. Even the fireworks are really a nice touch, so I think active items like this should have at least one alternative way to unlock in-game, other than through the season pass, that is. What you guys think? Now, the last reason why people don't like the legendary run that much is because it leads you into a daily grinding routine. You earn score by earning experience and for leveling up once a day. I mean, you do get experience from most things you do, but not everything. For example, I used to explore and test things way more often before the season system came out. Heck, I used to visit a lot of player camps and sometimes even talk to people through the voice chat. Nowadays, I don't explore at all, and visiting camps became a rare thing. I feel like this daily obligation to just grind in order to complete my daily challenges, and I don't really like it, honestly. It takes a lot of time, it takes effort, and it's forceful indeed. The only reason I do it these days, it's because the legendary perks are coming soon and you will need all the levels you can get, so I'm just merging utility with convenience here. It could be worse, that is true, but it could be better as well, and that's a plain fact. With all of that being said, I can say I truly dislike or hate the season system, but I can't say I love it either. I have a lot of mixed feelings about it, and they kinda bounce towards the negative side, sadly. I mean, for my playstyle, I feel forced to play in certain ways every single day in order to complete all the daily challenges. So sure, you can argue nobody is forcing me to do the challenges, but if I don't, then I fall behind, and I don't think I want that to happen. So in the end, it's like I don't have much of an option really. I have to go and do them instead of, let's say, exploring or testing things out, like I already mentioned. I have to level up, earn lots of experience in order to get tiers and unlock their rewards. So yeah, doing these challenges is like a job task for me at this point, and I feel like it's something similar for most of you guys and girls. It's like you have the obligation to do it if you play Fallout 76 every single day. Moreover, I miss the free items and the ability to choose items I really like and want to have from the Atomic Shop. Now I'm stuck with dozens of skins and items I couldn't care less. Actually, sometimes I ask myself, why am I even grinding for, since like 90% of the things they are offering me I don't need, I don't want, I don't intend on using. So it's like you are forced to grind for that specific 1, 2, 3 items that you really want. And that's not such a great feeling, is it? Let's not even mention how I need to replace most of my current existing items in the camp if I want to add any new ones, including the score items. So it's like a trade in the end. I think the legendary system is far from being legendary at all. It's just a new system that Bethesda came up with, which can reward a few select players, but in general, it's just giving you a light sense of duty to keep playing, to keep that senseless brain-dead grinding, you know? You have dailies to do, so you log in, you do them, you get the score, you claim a new rank, and you feel some sort of achievement, even though you don't want or need most of the items. But yeah, it kind of works, so I do understand their side, why they came up with it, and so on. It's also that sense of urgency. People don't want to fall behind, they don't want to lose rewards, so they grind just for the sake of grinding, just for the sake of ensuring they get all the rewards, even if they don't need it or want it. Also, lots of people who cheated their way didn't get banned because they used the glitch lightly. So yeah, so much for hard work and legit playing, right? Anyway, the first season was nothing special, nothing legendary, but who knows, maybe the next seasons will be a little bit different. Bethesda has some time to improve the system, to come up with better rewards and more balanced features. At least that's what I'm hoping for the upcoming content. One can hope, right? Now, do let me know what you guys and girls think about the legendary run or the score system. Feel free to leave a comment below. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you have mixed feelings about it like myself? do let me know everything. I am Marta Branco, thank you so much for watching, and that's going to be everything for this one. I hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more content like this. I do Fallout 76 videos. Sometimes I go ahead and allow you guys to know what I think about certain topics, but most of the time I make guides and news as well. Anyhow, feel free to support me even further if you want. The links are always below the channel to become a member or a patron. The choice is always yours. Now I will see you all very soon in the next one. Until then, take care, adios, bye bye.